Hi folks, Evan with Green Mountain Ghost Society here, and we're in Crown Point, New York again. And behind me you can see Fort Crown Point. After the French destroyed Fort St. Frederic in 1759, Fort Crown Point was constructed in a combined effort from the British and colonial troops. The fort was constructed in the narrows of Lake Champlain to help control and secure the area against the French. After the French destroyed Fort St. Frederic in 1759, Fort Crown Point was constructed here in a combined effort between the British and colonial troops. The fort was constructed at the narrows of Lake Champlain to secure the region against the French. This is the largest earthen fortress built in the American colonies. A fire destroyed the soldiers' barracks in April of 1773. In May of 1774, British sent military engineer John Montresor to assess the fort. Montresor claimed,
"The conflagration of the late fort has rendered it an amazing, useless mass of earth only."
On May 12, 1775, Seth Warner, with 100 members of the Green Mountain Boys, took over Fort Crown Point, which was manned by a skeleton crew at this point. The Green Mountain Boys captured 111 cannons that were vital in the early stages of the American Revolution. Many of the cannons captured from this fort were sent to Boston for the defense of Boston Harbor. In the summer of 1775, leaving from Fort Crown Point, the Continental Army attempted to take the Canadian province of Quebec. However, in December of 1775, the Continental Army was defeated in the attempted invasion of Quebec, largely due to not the British, but another enemy known as smallpox. Many of the British forces had already been exposed to smallpox and had built an immunity. The Continental Army, however, was devastated by the pandemic and retreated to Fort Crown Point, and a hospital was set up to treat and contain the outbreak. During the invasion of Quebec, William Scudder, an officer in the New York 4th Regiment, wrote of smallpox,
"In June, I had the command of some bateaux that were loaded with provisions to go to Crown Point, where our army then lay under the command of General Sullivan, having retreated from Canada. And such a scene of mortality was exhibited at that place I have never beheld. The hospital I judged to be about 150 feet in length on the lower floor in 2 ranges on each side. The poor sick and distressed soldiers. Their disorder was chiefly the smallpox, some groaning and begging for water, some dying and other dead and sewed up in their blankets. Let it suffice to say that by the middle of the afternoon they would begin to carry the dead from the hospital. I counted 21 carried out at one time, and it was common to bury 15 or 20 in a day."
The fort was last used by Benedict Arnold for his navy on Lake Champlain. After the Battle of Valcour Island, the fort was abandoned and taken by the British until 1780, when the British abandoned the fort. At this point, the fort was not needed and left to deteriorate. Today, what you see is all that remains of the fort, and the focus of tonight's investigation. So wherever you're watching from, pull up a chair and join the Green Mountain Ghost Society tonight as we venture into the unknown.
We are now at the site of the battlefield at Crown Point, where the British soldiers would have stayed when they got off duty. And over to our left is where the officers would have had their quarters, where they would have stayed. So we're now making our way to the part of the British soldier quarters at Crown Point, where a fire broke out and actually caused a huge explosion. Right now we're entering the soldiers' barracks. And now we're entering the enlisted soldiers' barracks on the British side of Crown Point. Yes, I do.
Oh, what?
I got the spirit box.
Okay.
Here's the chimney fireplace. And here's where the beam would have been. That would have held up the second floor. As you can see, there's evidence of an opening there and up here as well. So we're going to begin spirit box session in the enlisted soldiers' quarters. Oh, I just got something. Seemed like a beam of light crawling through, but it. All right.
Could it be a raindrop?
Yeah, could be.
Here for you. Hail. I didn't want to call it.
And now begins the spirit box session in the enlisted soldiers' quarters.
S-Box. Scanning. FM.
Who lived in here? Did you use this fireplace?
Some people believe.
Some people believe. What do some people believe? What is your favorite food? Did you like salted pork? Or peas? Is there a fire in this building? Where were the cannons? Were they facing that way?
Covered.
Discovered.
2000.
When he goes.
Does all the barracks have cannons? Can you tell me anything about the fire that happened here? Did anyone get hurt? Absolutely not. Okay. Then what happened? Did everyone get out safely? this the building that the fire was in? It's horrible. God, it's horrible. Who won't leave? Can you tell me who won't leave?
I'm below. I was just on that and it says I'm below. Because look at that, it sounds hollow, doesn't it? You okay? Is there something buried? Young.
Is there a reason it's hollow below us? Is this the building that the fire was in?
He won't leave.
It's horrible. God, it's horrible.
I got he won't leave on this app.
Who won't leave? Can you tell me who won't leave?
I'm below. I was just stomping and it says I'm below. Because look at that, it sounds hollow, doesn't it?
Yeah. Solar?
No, I don't think solar. This is I'm getting a lot of. Is there somebody buried in the building?
Is that a female voice? Or is it a male voice trying to talk to us? Are soldiers trying to make their presence known? What about if we move to a different part of the room? Nine? You want who to go?
It says I want you to go. I think they mean us.
Oh.
When you start, it's hollow. Right here.
Yeah, there's something under there.
Like, it doesn't sound like it here. No, a little bit here, too. I wonder.
Right here.
I want you to go. Hey, guys.
Huh?
It says I want you to go.
Did somebody, like, just spill?
Yeah, big jump here. Is there somebody here with us?
Are you below us?
Are you next to us? Was this your room?
Were you an officer with the British forces? Did any nurses live in here?
Do you want to try the spirit box?
Yeah, I was thinking, yep.
Xbox. Scanning. FM.
Tell me if we need another battery, Dean. I got it right in my
Raise the what?
parasite habits.
Are you trying to say something? Did British officers live in here? Can you tell us who lived in here? What was your name? Did a female live in here? Can you tell us more about this barracks? Or can you touch that long antenna that's hanging against the window? Do you see that bright light from that lamp? Plausible about what? What's plausible? Alright, we have entered what appears to be the officers' quarters of the British side of Crown Point. As we walked in, we noticed this, what appears to be hearth structure, and what appears what would have been a fireplace. And
North end.
so we're at the north end of Crown Point, of the British battlefield. The British quarters. Can you tell us, was this an officer's barracks for the British? How many people lived in this room? Hundreds. Hundreds. And we got REM pod footage. Hundreds. So 100 people lived in this building. What was your job? The war? Did you say the war? Yeah. Did you work alongside the Iroquois tribe?
If you're here, communicate with us through this device.
Do you know anything about a fire? It's a fire that happened across the way. In the soldiers' barracks. Did you have to render aid to the people that were getting out of the building on fire? And we just got a response on the REM pod. So, do you mean to tell us other people are here with us? Are there people here below us? How many people lived in this room? Hundreds. And we got REM pod footage. And we just got a response on the REM pod. So anything else you would like to tell us? We're getting some words. I heard something about God. And now the battery is starting to drain. So we're just going to keep filming. Are you affecting the battery life? We appreciate you letting us communicate with you and having us here. We know that it's your home, so thank you. What was your position in the military? Were you a commanding officer?
So at this time we didn't realize just how much activity we had captured, and eventually we decided to move on to a southern part of the fort where the explosion actually happened when the armory caught on fire. I do want to point out that while reviewing footage though, as you saw, I think I got the word corporal when Professor Lee and Dean were doing a spirit box session. So I did a little research to see if the rank of corporal was used by the British during that time frame, and apparently the rank of corporal was introduced into the British military in 1760. The British used the rank of corporal in their military. The rank of corporal had the authority of a captain, but the pay of a lieutenant, and was declared equal to a captain. It retained the title of captain-lieutenant, and there was only one officer of this rank in a regiment. Being the fact that this was in the officers' barracks, that would have made sense for someone of that rank to be in there.
Is there anybody here that helped to build the fort? Or maybe anybody here that was sick from smallpox, or maybe was here to help the people that were sick?
Getting big hits now.
Okay.
Do you know anything about smallpox?
Ooh.
Wow. That jumped straight up to red.
Were there a lot of smallpox victims?
Let me try one. Ooh. Wow. Right up to red.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's...
Oh, whoa. It just jumped again. Do you prefer English? Or do you prefer French?
I can't get through.
We can't get through.
Were you a victim of the explosion? Since you're here, give us a sign.
Well, jumped up to red. Is that the sign you're giving us?
I'm not sure how.
Well, you did it. Tell us more about the smallpox outbreak.
He will touch you.
Again? Who is he? Let's try something.
Ooh. Did you hear that? Over there.
He likes that.
Do you like that music?
Well, I think this would have been used mostly by the French during the time frame that the British would have been here.
And the REM pod went off over there, I heard it.
Really?
Yes, I heard it, no kidding.
Oh, there we go.
I didn't touch that, by the way. The one over the ale, I didn't touch
You didn't
that.
touch that?
I did not touch that, no.
I haven't touched it either. Cat ball is moving. Or it's going off.
Yep, that wasn't any of us.
Nope.
And we also got a little, getting some new kits on the K2. Is there somebody here that's doing that? Can you tell us who you are?
Did you help construct this fort?
Did it say sure?
Yeah, I heard something.
Are you trapped here?
Yep, the EMF reader is bumping up to little green.
still going off. It still is. I thought it was. Well, I thought it might be vibrations from the radio, so I pulled it away so that box that it's on wasn't touching the toolbox that this was on, but. I hear a voice that's trying to come through. Yeah, something tried to come. Can you touch the ale again?
So, His Majesty at Fort Crown Point. It was amazing. We had a blast there. And once we got a chance to start reviewing our footage, we only found more stuff that we missed when we were there. Real big thing was that REM pod that moved on its own. I mean, you could say it's the wind, but let's be honest, there's not really much there for the wind to grab, you know, as far as that antenna goes. So, I mean, and it moved one direction, but then it moved back in the other direction and then continued to do it a second time. That first time when it went off, when they asked how many people are here, and they got that response on the spirit box of hundreds, according to Lee, right at that moment, all the hair on the back of his neck stood up and he had this real anxious feeling. He said that was actually the moment that made him a believer, and he's hoping to join us for more investigations in the future. We also had some pretty interesting spirit box responses. One of them had such a thick British sound and accent to me that I actually had to have someone else listen to it to try to figure out what they say. You know, but we had a blast, and this is definitely a great place to check out with the family. So, I mean, the museum is beautiful. Fort Crown Point is right next to the ruins of Fort St. Frederic, so you can check them both out. It's all one state park. Lots of fun. And we really appreciate you guys taking your time to watch this video with us and joining us as we journey into the unknown.